There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you wait.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lately we have been doing non-stop house projects, working on our kitchen renovation, bathroom makeovers, doing all the things. So today we are shifting gears a little bit and we are going to put all our focus into cleaning the entire house. So if you can look around you right now and see a mess anywhere in your home, then you are in the right place, because I'm going to be giving you guys tons and tons of serious cleaning motivation today as we go through and clean my entire house from bottom to top, because we're going to start downstairs. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me.
Lunch dates and coffee breaks.
We have so much to do, so we are not wasting any time. We're getting right into it. So I first wanted to wash mine and Kyle's leg pillows. I don't know if you sleep with a leg pillow, but I have slept with a pillow between my legs ever since being pregnant with Luke, and it's something that I started then and I have just never stopped. And then several years ago, Kyle decided to copy me and try it out, and now we absolutely cannot sleep without a leg pillow, but we definitely needed to get them washed, and I just washed them as normal, wash them in the washing machine and then pop them in the dryer, and then we're good to go later that night. Next, we're tackling our bedroom catch-all, which is our dresser, and it has a little bit of everything on here and most of it does not belong. But once I got everything kind of cleared off of the dresser, I decided to start up our diffuser, and I personally love the boost of motivation or inspiration that I get whenever I start diffusing oils, especially when I use energetic ones like peppermint or citrus. Those are definitely my go-tos, but let me know in the comments, what are your favorite type of scents? Do you like a lot of florals? Do you like citrusy scents? Do you like those woodsy smells? Let me know in the comments.
Carolina, the weather's nice and the leaves still turn. We can settle down and the kids can learn that home isn't a place but a feeling. There's American pride and southern charm, Sunday school and lots of arms. We can spend the rest of our lives. Let's go to Carolina, we could start a new life. You're already my best friend, but don't you be my new wife. I don't like living, you don't have much to trust in. You're scared to love again, I don't wanna miss a blessing.
All right, we are going to go over really quickly how to fold a fitted sheet. I feel like it's always something that seems very confusing, but I learned it several years ago, and actually it's really not difficult once you get the technique down. So what you're going to do is grab the corners, and then you're going to fold one of the corners inside out and kind of stuff it into the other corner. And with that, you'll get a nice rectangle, and then you're literally just going to fold it as usual. So there are a ton of YouTube videos that specifically show you exactly how to do it a little bit slower, but once you know, it's definitely not as tricky as it seems.
Truthfully, I don't care what you do, what you wear. If I catch you drinking coffee from my cup, 'cause when you look me in the eyes,
Our side tables also get very cluttered. Honestly, I really just think I need to go through our dresser drawers or like our nightstand drawers because it's something that I keep putting off. But I feel like that definitely contributes to the tops of our nightstands being a little bit more messy because the inside of our drawers are crammed packed of things that mostly we don't use. So hopefully I'll get myself to tackle that soon, but give me some inspiration. Let me know what is something that you've been putting off and hopefully we can get this done together.
Try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong. I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm bulletproof, I won't fall. I'm bulletproof, go on and shoot me down. I will always get up again.
Oh, bathrooms, they are always needing our attention, but I really quickly would love your thoughts. So last week I actually mentioned painting my vanity seat the taupe color to match our cabinets that we painted like, I don't know, a month or two ago. And some of you said yes, absolutely. But a few of you shared the idea to instead paint the vanity seat black, like a matte black, to match all of the cabinet fixtures. And now I'm just going back and forth on those ideas and I cannot decide. So let me know your vote on that down below. Dun, 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 dun. We are back in my shower, ready to clean it again. And of course, I'm bringing out the Zep tile and grout cleaner. This stuff is magical. It works so incredibly well. It really just takes all of the scrubbing work out of it. Like it just kind of does it all for you. But I actually feel like I really need to get in here and seal our grout. Now, obviously, we did not do this bathroom. This was here when we moved in. So I don't know what they did when they put this in, but I really have a strong feeling that they actually did not seal the grout properly, or they didn't seal it at all because it gets dirty like this so quickly and it seems like the grout is kind of leaking almost. So anyway, that is on our list, but we'll see when we get around to it. But one thing I do want to mention is usually I like to clean this while I'm in the shower just because it's so much easier if you're not worried about not getting wet. You can clean it so much easier. And by the way, a broom can be your new best friend in your shower and bathtub if you have not already tried this out. So for the toilets, I am actually using these little toilet tablets. I got them from Temu a few weeks ago and they actually do work really well, but I feel like they work best for maintenance cleaning. They don't seem to have a crazy intense cleaning power, but if you do clean your toilets very often, they work amazing and they're really, really nice and convenient. And in one of my recent videos, I asked you guys what you use to clean your toilets with, whether you use disposable cloths or reusable cloths. And honestly, I'm like not super thrilled with either option because one, I feel like it's wasteful if you're using a ton of disposable cloths, but I also think it's very disgusting to use reusable cloth. A few of you said that you just use toilet paper, and I thought this was like the most brilliant idea because it's flushable, it's very cheap, it's very convenient because you always have it right next to the toilet. It is disposable and it also doesn't feel super wasteful. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be my new go-to. To clean my floors, I am of course using my Roborock Dyad Pro. Now this is not really intended for carpet, but I do use it on all of our hard floors as well as like the thin indoor-outdoor rugs, like the ones that we have in our bathroom and our kitchen, things like that, and it works amazing.
Up until the last call, staying until the end, together through it all. Even if we break a bend, our eyes are looking up, gonna get what we want. Our time to overcome. The stars align for us. Heart soaring like a
actually been a couple of hours because I had to go pick up the kids from school, take them to get their eyes checked. It was the first time to get Liam and Noah's eyes checked. They don't need glasses or anything like that, so that was a good, nice surprise. We were a little bit worried about Noah, but he was all good. But now we are going to jump into the kitchen, which is perfect timing because the people are supposed to come deliver the new microwave today and get that installed. So I need to get the kitchen cleaned up anyway, and then we're just going to kind of like continue working throughout the main floor. So work on Kyle's office, my office, the guest room, all that stuff, and get everything nice and clean. You can see Kyle kind of working on the kitchen behind me, and he was actually caulking the beadboard and trim that we had installed recently. If you haven't seen that video, you can check that house projects video out next. But we love how the beadboard turned out. It was really great to hide those issues that we had with our cabinets, and it also gave the kitchen a more custom look while still staying on budget. And I cannot wait to show you guys our painted cabinets later on in this video. They turned out amazing.
Heartbreak. Where you go, I follow. Let's go out and dance the night away. I am ready for that heartbreak. That's usually how it goes. I have done a billion mistakes before. Maybe I am going crazy. Say you feel the same. Now that we dancing, I'm taking my chances. I'm going like
So during our kitchen renovation, we went back and forth on just about everything, including our sink. But now that we've had our kitchen sink for a few weeks, we are so incredibly happy that we went with the workspace sink. It's super deep, very roomy, and super functional with the lips on the front and back. And I love all the accessories that it came with. Also, this is super random, but this popcorn maker that I'm cleaning right here, we love it. We have had this for years, and we use it all the time to make homemade popcorn for our family.
so we fade in the rhythm. Such a masterpiece, weighing in the spotlight, makes me feel so good inside. Oh baby, don't ever talk about the things that are everlasting. Oh baby, we won't ever last. Hoping we're in that movie when you teach me how to dance, and I'm just a young and foolish.
Once the dishes and sink were all clean, I went through with my e-cloth and water, just cleaning off the countertop and then drying it all off with my bloom towel. And I also wanted to share really quickly about our new induction stove. I feel like these are not near as popular as gas or the regular electric stoves. Now originally we actually wanted gas, but it was so incredibly expensive to run the line into the house over here. And so we ended up opting for induction, and we have loved the control when we're cooking. And another perk is, as you can see, I was cleaning this with literally just water and it cleans perfectly. Nothing burns onto it because the burners don't actually get hot. Instead, it just transfers the energy and heats the pan itself. Somehow magnetically, I'm not like the best at explaining all that, but it works incredible. So if you're looking into induction, definitely consider it. We are big fans.
So many heartbreaks, goes back to 2014, and I think that she knows it. And if you've seen her, I know that you would believe it, 'cause I know that you'd want her to. Yeah, I do. Everyone's taking their shot, but missing out on the cut. I think she knows that. She drives them crazy when she's looking like that. The way she's moving makes them want it so bad. Gets the attention that we wish that we had. Yeah, it's almost cruel, 'cause I want her to. Oh yeah, I'm running in circles just to make her react.
Alrighty, time for us to move on from the nice clean kitchen we just finished and into the rest of the messy house. And we are going to be starting off in Kyle's office. So here I'm just doing a surface clean. I'm just kind of tidying everything up and moving it into where it goes. And then I'm going back through, dusting everything and wiping things down. And we'll do the floors all at once a little bit later on.
On both her ankles, 21 pilot t-shirt, that's the stuff. Goddamn, she's so fly, knows how to write a good song, at least better than this. 'Cause if you've seen her, I know that you would believe it, 'cause I know that you'd want her to. Yeah, I do.
I know this may come as a shock, but I cannot remember the last time I dusted these shelves. Dusting is definitely something that I need to do a lot more of, and especially here in Arizona, I feel like I cannot ever keep up with it.
The way she's moving makes them want it so bad. Gets the attention that we wish that we had. Yeah, it's almost cruel, 'cause I want her to. Oh yeah, I'm running in circles just to make her react. My heart is racing, yeah, I want her so bad. I wanna kiss her, but I know for a fact that she's way too cool, but I want her to.
So this is like our backpack / shoe zone for the kids, and I love it. It's nice and convenient by the front door, but it's kind of tucked away. However, it does get messy very easily, very quickly, but thankfully it also gets cleaned up really quickly. So I guess I don't have a ton of complaints about that. All right, moving right into our powder room. Do you guys remember when we made this bathroom over? It started out as like a very, very dark, very shiny teal color, and it was really not our style, but now it's so bright and airy in here, and we did it on like a crazy low budget. We have actually done so many bathroom makeovers in this house, and we are just about to start on our last and final bathroom, the Pepto-Bismol pink one that we so lovingly refer to it as. We are going to be doing that in a couple weeks, and I cannot wait.
Nose into my high. Meet me after midnight at your house without your friends. Tell me we'll be alright. We got no doubts into the weekend. Don't wanna waste time. Just take it by. Meet me after midnight. Let's kiss into the starlight.
This bin is from cleaning out our cars. There is so much random stuff. I don't really know what to say all about it, but cleaning out the cars was very needed. And then going through this basket that's been sitting by our front door for a little while, that was very needed as well.
Get me started. I just can't help it when I see your face. Feel you trace under the stars. We'll leave this party. Yeah, sneak around the back and drive away to my place or somewhere far. Yeah, you make me wanna try. Yeah, you turn my lows into my highs. Meet me after
gosh, I love like the light leaks that happen. Anyway, that was just random. We are getting very close to being done for today because we're gonna be having to wrap some things up for the day. We have my office left, the living room, we have to go back to the living room, and then all the floors in the main floor other than like our bedroom and stuff because I already did that. My office, you guys, is like one of the spaces that's just, I don't know, I feel like it's so messy in here all the time. I cannot figure out how to like maintain it. I don't know what it is. I feel like when I come in here, I'm just focused on working and then not focused on cleaning. Hey, Ben. Say hi. Benji's been so sweet, especially to little Ollie, which if you missed who Ollie is, we got a little kitten from my brother in Montana. We shared him over on the vlog. Ollie is sleeping with Felix. So sweet. I'm definitely kind of winding down for the day, but we're gonna go ahead and tackle this, get this all clean. It feels so much nicer. You guys, look at my desk. Like, I don't even know how there's any creativity when I sit here, but it's a struggle. So we'll clean this up, we'll move into the living room, clean that up, do the floors, and call it a day. And then I'll meet you guys back here tomorrow. Here I'm just giving my Monstera plant a little trimming because our sweet little kitten Ollie has been playing hide and seek with the other cats right around this plant, and some of the leaves have kind of paid the price. So I'm just trimming up the ones that are too hurt or damaged. That way all of the healthy leaves can get all that extra nutrients. Then I just moved on to clearing off my desk and workspace area, and I'm still really wanting to find a way to DIY my desk to something a little bit less farmhousey. It definitely works so great. It's in such great shape and it's great quality. So I really don't want to get rid of my desk and get a new one or anything, but I just don't care for the style. So if you have any ideas on that, let me know in the comments. Anyone with kids, having a toy bin in the living room seriously saves my sanity. We have had one in our living room ever since Luke was little, and once it gets full, I'll just have the boys bring it upstairs, put all the toys away in their bedrooms, and I just love it. I feel like it just makes it so much easier to maintain a clean space. Also, I've been kind of looking around and I figured it was time to just change up the furniture layout again now that the kitchen island is cut down. I feel like it kind of changed the flow of the whole room, which I love. Now, sometimes I miss not having a sectional down here, but I really do love the versatility that we have with separate couches, and that was actually one of the biggest reasons that we did want to go with separate couches versus having just like a one big sectional that you could never really, reorganize and move around. Finally, it's time to clean the floors, and whenever I do big cleans like this, I typically like to tidy and wipe down each room, and then I will go back through and do all of the floors all at once. For me, it just feels way more productive doing it this way, so I'm just going through and vacuuming all of our thick rugs, and then we'll mop everything else in just a minute. But I have to shout out this vacuum again. I love it so much. I've had it for several years, and it is on sale for 50% off right now. I will have the link down below, but if you're in need of a good cordless vacuum, this one is amazing.
Inside my head telling my heart it needs to win. There must be magnets inside you. How else could I have found?
And once again, we are bringing out my beloved Roborock Diet Pro. And wait until you see what's under my carpet in a minute. It definitely has me stumped.
Again, autopilot.
Okay, so I typically push my mop under the edge of my rugs just to grab anything that kind of got pushed under a little bit. But today when I did that, I noticed like a white powder here and there. So I pulled up the rug further, and it is everywhere underneath this rug. It's not under any of the other rugs that we have, but let me know any of your ideas, like what could this be? Kyle thinks that it had to have come out of the rug itself. I'm kind of wondering if it's something to do with all the construction we've been doing, but I have to admit, like, it's very weird that it's only in my office and only under this rug. I don't know, it's so bizarre. It's just something I've like never seen before. So if you have ever seen something like this or have an idea, let me know in the comments. I am just like totally stumped. Also, do you see those white boxes on the stairs? I saw something once, it was like a little meme, and it said, "Nothing says false hope like a mom that puts things on the stairs for her family to take up." And I laughed so hard from that. It's just so incredibly true. Usually I put things on the stairs, I wait a day or two, and then I end up bringing it up myself. I feel like my family cannot see anything once it's on the stairs. So I don't know. I've tried putting things in the middle of the stairs, like for sure they're not gonna miss this. They'll see this and take it up, but nope, it makes no difference. So I will just continue on putting things on the stairs for them to take up and enjoying all of my false hope.
Again, autopilot.
Oh my gosh, just look at all of that pet hair, dust, dirt, all the things that this guy picked up. This is only one of the many reasons that I love this thing.
Shifting in my seat, uncomfortably staring at the screen. It's all too much for me. I was made to repeat the same kind of scene.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot wait to share how the kitchen is looking with cabinet doors back on and all painted. So get a big look because soon enough it is going to be looking so different. And then we have one more big push after that, which is the backsplash. And we are going to be picking that out with you guys over on our vlog channel. And then we'll be installing that and under cabinet lighting in an upcoming video here on the This Crazy Life channel. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for all that fun stuff.
See me so tired. Autopilot. Till I see you again. Autopilot. Till I see you again.
All right, guys, we are on day 2 of our whole house clean with me. Downstairs felt so nice going to bed last night. It was just so peaceful. Everything was in its place. Right now the kitchen is being a little bit torn apart. The painters are here and they are currently taping off like all the walls and the countertops and all the things because I think they're going to be priming the kitchen cabinets today. I don't think they're gonna get to painting them or anything because I think they do a couple coats of primer. I am so excited because we are like within a couple of days of having our kitchen looking mostly put together. We still have, you know, a trashed backsplash area, but we'll tackle that the following week. So lots of fun things coming up. But today, again, we are keeping our focus not on house projects, even though it is distracting and I want to just sit there and watch it come to life, but we are keeping our focus on cleaning. So we have Luke's room, Noah's, Liam's, bathrooms. We also have the loft area, and then we'll move into the theater room, clean all the bathrooms, do all the things, and get it looking just as amazing as we got downstairs looking yesterday. So we have a ton to get done. I'm feeling a little motivated right now. Let's get to it.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh.
I've said this before, but I don't typically clean the boys' bedrooms. That is something they will usually do as part of our nightly family pickup, but I know it does mean a lot to them when I do this for them, and I'm really thankful that when they get home from school and see their rooms, they pretty much will always come find me and tell me thank you for cleaning their rooms, or thanks for making their bed, or whatever I've done. And I know that I always appreciate when someone will do something for me, so I really like to do the same for the ones that I love. Plus, my personal love language is acts of service, so that is something that comes very naturally to me. But let me know if you've done the quiz to find out what your love language is. Maybe about a year ago, I did the quiz for my kids and found out what theirs was, just to make sure that I'm like able to love them in the way that they need to be loved. And I think it's so interesting to find out what everybody's love language is, just because we're all so different.
I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me.
So we did full makeovers on our boys' bedrooms several months ago, and I love how each one turned out and how each one totally reflects their interest, style, and personality. Luke's is 100% football because that boy lives and breathes football, but I'll share those thumbnails here on the screen so that you can find them if you haven't seen those transformations. They are so different from where we started.
Just watch me.
Onto the pink, Pepto-Bismol pink bathroom. I feel like it never comes out the same color that it is. It's like fluorescent pink in here. I will be cleaning this several more times. The boys will be cleaning this several more times, but hopefully this is the last time you guys will be seeing me clean the Pepto-Bismol pink bathroom, because it is on our calendar. We have it scheduled and planned out. Like in a few weeks, we're going to be tackling this bathroom. So stay tuned for that makeover. So we are planning to do some things to continue to tie this bathroom to the other ones that we've done, but we also want it to be its own space, and we want it to not just feel like a copy and paste of the other bathroom makeovers that we've done. So we're currently making the final plans for it, and I cannot wait to share what we decide on everything. And once we finish the kitchen renovation, our focus will be going to this bathroom. And Luke and Noah are so beyond excited to be saying goodbye to their Pepto-Bismol pink bathroom. And honestly, I'm a bit excited to say goodbye to it as well. But also I did want to mention lots of prep and behind the scenes for this bathroom makeover is going to be shared over on our vlog channel, which is called Kyle and Amanda here on YouTube. So be sure you're subscribed to both channels so that you don't miss out on that. We have a lot more things coming up. So we have normal, dirt in here, but also we have like Luke plays football a lot. They like to take baths with bath bombs. Sometimes they do like the charcoal ones, and that always leaves like this dark residue. So I'm gonna have to scrub this out today. I'm also going to use the COR Brilliant Bath just for this area down here because I think it's going to need a little extra love.
Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I'm so curious about your life, but you're a stranger trying to hide. What I see is not, you don't deny. I wanna see the rest of you tonight. Seven of you and only one is for real. You spin me around and you make believe. Seven of you and only me. How can I trust your personality? Seven you and only one is for real. Let me be the one that makes you feel. Seven you and only me. Seven you and only one is.
So obviously we decided to keep the closet doors off of Noah and Liam's bedrooms, and we have been loving it. I feel like it's so much easier for them to access their toys and dirty bin and everything else inside of that. And it's actually been staying pretty organized. So I think we're probably gonna end up keeping the doors off, at least, you know, for a while.
Tell me that you wanna stay, baby, just don't walk away. I need you now, fade it out. All the time we spent alone, fighting through the firestorm. Don't let me down, I need you now, 'cause I'm feeling worn out. It's getting to me, lost some heart trying to get on my feet. Caught in the madness, I feel you somehow. Don't let me go, I need you right now. I wanna be next to you, you wanna be next to me. Holding our paper hearts, fading our broken dreams. I wanna be next to you, you wanna be next to me. Holding our paper hearts, fading our broken dreams. I wanna be next to you.
I always try my best to be respectful of the boys' rooms whenever I clean them, so I'm very careful not to throw anything away that I think could be something that's special to them. So I pretty much just take away the trash, tidy up any dirty clothes, the bedding, all that kind of stuff. And then anything that's like random, I kind of try to put it into a drawer or put it into a container or something. And that way they can still access those items and I'm not worrying about, you know, throwing something really special away.
Tell me that you wanna stay, baby, just don't walk away. I need you now, fade it out. All the time we spent alone, fighting through the firestorm. Don't let me down, I need you now, 'cause I'm feeling worn out. It's getting to me, lost some heart trying to get on my feet. Caught in the madness, I feel you somehow. Don't let me go, I need you right now. I wanna be next to you, you wanna be next to me. Holding our paper hearts, fading our broken dreams. I wanna be next to you, you wanna be next to me. Holding our paper hearts, fading our broken dreams. I wanna be next to.
If you can see the lights flashing, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but if you can see that, that is because they are priming our cabinets right now. So excited.
Wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart. Can you see?
Here I am just showing the toothpaste splatter on the wall that I actually had painted with lime wash in this bathroom makeover several weeks ago. And to clean it, I am just using water, so I'm just wiping it down and it looks really weird because it gets super dark when it gets wet, but don't worry, it definitely dries totally normal. You cannot tell that I cleaned it or anything. And I'm just curious, I know several of you had said you wanted to paint one of your walls with lime wash once I did this on our bathroom wall. Let me know in the comments if any of you actually have done that yet, or if you have plans to paint a wall with lime wash. It was such a cool experience. I definitely want to paint more things with lime wash. I love the look.
So that I can make a little room for us. I wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart.
Liam's bath had some of that charcoal bath bomb ring around it, so the CLR spray and the broom worked amazing, but I've definitely missed not having that detachable shower head in here, so that's definitely something that I think we might end up changing out sometime.
Wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart. Can you see how we've come so far? Hope you still come back to my heart. Didn't mean to hurt you bad, only did those things so that I can make a little room for us. I wish on every shooting star that you still come back to my heart.
Every time I do a whole house clean, I feel very contradicting feelings. On one side, I feel like this looks and feels amazing. Everything in the house is so clean and organized, and it just makes me want to clean the entire house all at once, all the time. And then on the other hand, I feel exhausted and very tired and worn out, and I feel like I never want to do this ever again. So I'm sure that I most likely won't be doing this over the summer because summers are wild and busy, especially in a house with 3 boys that are not at school or anything. Because, you know, what is that saying? It's like cleaning with kids at home is like shoveling snow while it's still snowing. I feel like that saying is 100% accurate. Also, I'm just curious, but how was your house growing up? Was your house super strict with keeping things very clean and in its place? Or was it kind of a free-for-all, like not a whole ton of rules about everything? Or were you kind of somewhere in between? Here in our home, we are very chill. I feel like we have certain rules, like for example, we only eat in our kitchen, but also when we have family movie night, all that goes out the window and we definitely enjoy some snacks and stuff in here. But I would say for the most part, we are pretty relaxed, but we do tend to clean together as a family a lot.
Hear your footsteps run to the door on the corner where you live. Never wishing I was someone else. We let it all go at midnight. Looking at the stars to find ourselves full of life, inspired at the same time. It's a star, it's a light, it's a signal fire. It's the sound of your voice cutting through the night. It's a song, it's a note, it's reflected light. Keeps us dancing through the static and I hear you sigh. Said I think we were born for it. I think we were born for it. I think we were born for helping you, helping me see my worth. Watch you grow into someone you're proud of. Hope you get to hold all you deserve. Your life I'll never forget the sound of. I think we were born for this. I think we were born for this. I think we were born for this.
So I wanted to quickly share this diffuser. I'm sure you've seen the Young Living one. It is so gorgeous, but very pricey. We actually have 2 of those, but I got one from a friend, and then the other one I got off Mercari, which, as you probably know, sells a ton of secondhand items. So I got mine for a lot cheaper than it actually retails for. But this one I saw on Amazon for I think around $40, and it totally looks the same. It has a slightly smaller water capacity, but still amazing. And I totally would recommend this one. So if you've been kind of on the hunt or, interested in one of those really pretty oil diffusers, but you don't want to spend the money for it, check this one out. Definitely recommend. And I will do my best to link it down below for you.
Waiting out there for a minute. Yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Could play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beachy sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Listening to me crime. To get a little lost in everybody's business. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size. Not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? On and on.
Literally at the end of this, I was questioning myself, like, should I even do the floors up here? Should I not? I was just so tired. I kind of wanted to be done, but I also didn't want to do like everything else and then not do the very last step, which is the floors. So I took a few minutes, vacuumed the rooms, mopped all of the hardwood floors, and that totally was the finishing touch that our whole house cleaning needed. But stay tuned because I'm going to be taking you on a quick tour of our cleaned upstairs, and then we are going to head downstairs and watch our cabinets get fully painted. I just cannot believe we are to this point. I'm so excited to show you guys.
Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. It's a good life. Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering her faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Could play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beachy sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Put your rose-colored glasses on.
All right, here I'm sharing the kitchen before the painters arrived to paint the body of the cabinets and put the doors back on. And I wanted to share again why we ended up not painting the cabinets ourselves. Really, the biggest reason is we really wanted specific colors. Because we painted our built-ins the Sherwin-Williams Evergreen Fog color, we wanted to tie that into our island. And if we had used Beyond Paint like we've used basically everywhere else, they have like set paint colors, so we wouldn't have been able to customize it and make it those specific colors that we wanted. But we ended up using the same painters that we used for the rest of like the big tall ceiling areas in our home that we couldn't paint ourselves, and they were the ones who also painted our built-ins, and they just did such an incredible job. They're so professional. I will put their information right here on the screen, so take a screenshot, and if you are in the Phoenix Valley, definitely recommend going through them. They have just done incredible work. But as you saw, they started out with prepping everything, blocking anything off that they didn't want paint on, and then they started spraying the cabinets down with primer.
Like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it. You gotta go get it for yourself. 'Cause I can see your eyes. Your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Once the primer was on and dry, they went ahead and sprayed the color, and the smell was very intense, but it looked amazing, and we just ended up opening the windows after just to kind of air the whole house out after they were all done. for the cabinet colors, we went with Benjamin Moore White Dove. It's like a very pretty soft white. And then for the island, we went with Sherwin-Williams Evergreen Fog. Now later on, you'll kind of see we ended up having to keep the cabinet doors open for about 24 hours so that the body of the cabinets could fully cure before the doors were kind of pressing against them. And I also want to mention the island totally dried the correct color, but for the first day or two, it really appeared more of like a teal color and not the neutral sage color that we know and love. But anyway, you guys will have to let me know what you're thinking of the kitchen so far. I have been so happy with how everything's been turning out throughout this whole kitchen renovation. And stay tuned because next week I'm going to be sharing several new recipes. It's going to be a homemaking inspiration video. So there will be tons of new recipes, lots of food prep. And I'm also going to be going through and just setting our summer up for success. And I'll be sharing all the things I'm doing for that in the video as well. So stay tuned for that. And if you have a little bit more time today, I'm going to link a video that I think you're going to love on the right side of the screen. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.